Even if you are not making art in this instant, the last couple weeks, a year, you are still an artist. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shuri. If you haven't been here before, I graduated from Central St. Martin's last year and I work as a women's wear and print designer. Today's video is going to be a bit off script because this is something that I've been thinking about for a long time, and this is also something that I've been talking to my creative friends about since we graduated last year. I was fortunate enough to get a job after graduation, but it took me just over half a year to get there. I know that I still have friends who are still job hunting or have found jobs but they're not completely happy with. That's all part of the process. Today I want to talk about how to not let perfectionism stop you from starting. For those of you who've been here before, you might remember me from a video that went viral about my graduate collection, and I was sponsored by a company called Preciosa who gave me a ton of crystals to work with, and I ended up making a dress that I'm still proud of to this day. However, because it went so viral and because of all the attention I got, I just got so overwhelmed with so many things in my head. People loving it, people not loving it, but even the enthusiasm that I got, which I'm so grateful for. And for everyone who's still here, thank you so much for your support. I wouldn't have gotten through it without all of your kind words. I think I struggle with this a lot as an artist. Once I had a spotlight shone on me and my work, how do I top that? Once I started thinking, oh, people like my work, it got attention, so I should do that again. I should make work that people will like again, doing the same thing. But now that I've started actually working in industry, the way I design has changed too. The way I design has matured a lot. Now I design with a better understanding of women in their everyday life, what they need, what they like to buy, what they wear, how to design prints with a few simple colors that can be super elegant. I really struggled with going viral because I thought it was a thing that would convince me that I had made it, and I had been chasing after going viral, getting more followers ever since I was in high school, knowing that I wanted to be a professional artist. And once I had it, I didn't know what to do with it. Sorry, plane. I started and didn't finish a ton of projects that I liked but didn't fully 100% feel like I could back. Usually, I think when you're an artist, I use this term trying to reclaim it because I've never felt like much of an artist. I've always felt like a fraud. I think this is something that a lot of people can relate with. When you don't feel like you deserve the title of something, but you kind of already doing those things that make up that title, so why not just reclaim it? This year, I've given myself more leeway, calling myself an artist because that's what I am. Even if you are not making art in this instant, the last couple weeks, in the last month or 3 months or a year, even if you're not making anything in that time, you are still an artist. My favorite artists are able to take the time away from their practice and really give themselves the chance to live life. Living life intentionally, trying new things, cycling in the city, for example. What I'm trying to say is that just going out, having a good time with your friends, with your family, and then also like coupled with the fact that I'm working, like I have to pay my bills, and even though it's a creative job, the things I want to do as an artist in my personal time are very different to the things I make at work. And that's completely normal. That is because when you're working commercially, you're always designing with a client in mind. When you're an artist, you're making things because they feel good, and that is not a bad thing at all. It's just a different game. It is just a different audience. At the root of it, to make art that you're proud of, you need to feel like making it. You need to feel the urge, the incessant need to get it out of your system. And I have not felt that in a long time. Not since I graduated, to be completely honest, and that's been a year ago. I've only just started feeling less guilty about living life and not posting on YouTube. I'm trying to get back on it, to hold myself accountable, to make work instead of just talking about making work. Now, after having given myself some time to just reassess, just enjoy my hobbies, making art for its own sake that I love, happen to enjoy sharing with the rest of the world, and is not reliant on approval, I'm only just starting to feel okay about that. I think a lot of us creative folk beat ourselves up if we have writer's block, get into the studio, and we force ourselves to make stuff for maybe like a month or so. It's awful. That doesn't mean that you're not an artist anymore. Expressing yourself, that will always be within you. You can be an artist even if you haven't made art for 10 years. Life happens, and that's okay. There's so many things you want to do, and you have such limited resources to do them, but you will get there. Check in with yourself. When you know that you could do something, and you're just not because you're afraid, that's when it's time to just sit down for 5 minutes and make something. Through living life, you'll make important memories and have incredible experiences that will bring back that urge to just get it out in whatever medium or form that might be, whether it's in sculpture or digital art or new technologies or 3D printing or hand sketching or watercolor, gouache or pastel. Anything. Give yourself time and be patient and be kind to yourself, which is what I'm learning this year. You can make some incredible things.